What's going on, everybody? Brinks Entertainment here one more time, and I figured I'd make this video since this is the actual release date for the Note 7. So without further ado, let's get right on into it. The Samsung Galaxy Note 7 is released today at Best Buy. So if you wanted to pick yours up, or if you've made a pre-order for it, today is the day to get it. So basically, I will be going over some specifications and some different features of the Galaxy Note 7. Right now, I have GSM Arena pulled up on my phone, and as you can see right here, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7 is what is displayed. It has a 5.7-inch 1440 by 2560 pixels. It is a high pixel density, so made for a really good screen and really good viewing for videos. It also has a 12 megapixel camera, but with a really good lens. If those of you who are upgrading from the Note 5 will know and respect the fact that the Note 7 takes really good pictures, as well as from the Galaxy Note 5. It also comes with 4 gigs of RAM. Right here it says it has a I don't even know how to pronounce that word, Exynos 8890 octa-core processor, but that is the overseas counterpart. There's going to be some slight differences on this one because this one is the one that's sold overseas. Ours is more than likely going to have a Snapdragon processor in it. The exact one, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm sure there are many other videos that will explain what processor is in the Note 7 for the American release. It also has a 35 milliamp hour battery, and obviously it's the lithium battery, regular, but it does come with quick charge and it does wireless charging. Now, some of those features on this phone, it is a GSM phone and it reads LTE connection data. For those of you who are familiar with the difference between CDMA and GSM, please go to a previous video of mine, and I'll be explaining the two in that video. And feel free, if you haven't seen it after this video, you can go back to the other one and actually get more information on that and what that means. Right here it says August 2016 is going to be announced. Basically, it's right now. Also, the dimensions is going to be basically 153 by 5 by 73.9 by 7.9 millimeters, or 6.04 by 2.91 by 0.31 inches. The weight is 5.96 ounces, so a little bit less than 6 ounces. It has Gorilla Cornering glass with a 5, and it has the back panel on it, which is also glass, but is Gorilla Cornering glass. It also has a single SIM in the American release and the dual SIM in the overseas release. Now, they both are nano SIM. Also is IP68 certified, so it says it's dustproof, water resistant over 1.5 meters at 30 minutes. Also, it comes with a stylus, and the stylus is also waterproof. And it also offers, I can't even talk today. It also supports Samsung Pay and Android Pay. If you have an Android phone, obviously you're going to support Android Pay. Now, depending on if your bank supports it, that's a completely different story. It also has a Super AMOLED capacitive touchscreen with 16M colors. It also, like I said, displays a 5.7-inch screen, and the screen ratio to body is 78%. So what that means is basically 78% of the phone is the screen. I also went over the resolution. It also supports multi-touch up to 10 fingers and Cornering Gorilla Glass 5, and it has an always-on display with TouchWiz UI. And those of you who are familiar with Samsung, you're probably familiar with TouchWiz Overlay. It also has 6.0.1 out of the box, but more than likely it will be having an upgrade to 7.0. And I'm not going to pronounce that. Nougat. That's what most people have been saying it. Some people have been saying Nugent. I don't know why. Spelled a completely different way. Like I said, it has the octa-core processor in it. This is the overseas counterpart. The American one will probably be released soon on GSM Arena. Let's see. Right here down it says micro SD. The memory has micro SD all the way up to 256 gigabytes. Now, it is rumored that it will be all the way up to 2 terabytes that you can put into the phone. That is not 100% sure. What my assumption is yes, you would theoretically be able to put a 2 terabyte SD card into this phone. The reason for that is in a previous video of mine, I've explained the differences in the type of SD cards, and in this particular phone, it reads the micro SD card, but it's the SDXC, which goes all the way up to 2 terabytes. So if you are wondering about that, hey, give it a try, get you an SD card, pop it in. If it doesn't work, just go ahead and return it. Also, it comes with internal memory of 64 gigabytes and 4 gigs of RAM. Now, that is phenomenal because this is probably the best that you can get until they start coming out with phones that have 128 gigabytes. But 64 is more than enough that you need. In my phone, I actually have 128 gigabyte SD card in it with 16 internal memory, and I'm at about 40 gigs. So 64 gigs is basically more than enough. That's the optimal internal memory capacity that you'll basically need on a day-to-day basis. Now, back to the camera. It has a 12 megapixel camera with 26 millimeter actual phase detection autofocus, and it has the OIS and LED flash. Also, the sensor size is 1 by 2.5 inches, and it has geotagging, simultaneous 4K video, and 9 megapixel image recording. It also has touch focus, face and smile detection, auto HDR, and it does record panorama pictures. The video is 21 by 60 at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 60 frames, and 720 at 240 frames per second. It also supports HDR video and dual video recording. If you have any questions about dual video recording, just search it on YouTube and you'll get a better explanation of that, because this video is just a basic quick overlay of what the phone's specifications are. It also has a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. It has a dual video call and auto HDR for the secondary camera, which is your front facing. Also, the sound has vibration, obviously. It has MP3 and wave ringtones. It also has a loudspeaker and a 3.5 millimeter jack. Let's see. And it has active noise cancellation with a dedicated mic. Now, that is one of the best features that you can get with a phone nowadays. Now, a lot of phones are gonna have this feature. I personally use it on a day-to-day basis. I am a minister of music at my church, and I am constantly recording the music. Now, the thing with that, when you record music on a phone, the more expensive your phone is, the better the recording quality and capability is going to be, just because of that active noise cancellation with the dedicated mic. Now, the placement of the mic, I'm not 100% sure. I want to say it's at the bottom of the phone. More than likely, it's either in the bottom front or the bottom back. But when you get yours, you will see. Now, also, it supports Wi-Fi. It has a dual band Wi-Fi direct hotspot. Also, I may have said that backwards, but it's dual band and Wi-Fi direct. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but hey. Now, the Bluetooth, it supports 4.2, that version of Bluetooth. Those other letters, I'm not sure what that means either. Also, let's see, it supports NFC, and the USB is version 3.1. It also has a Type-C, Type-C charger. So it's not going to have the micro USB. It's going to be Type-C, which is really good because it is a reversible connector. What that means is, for those of you who know people that have an iPhone, or you may even have an iPod, or you may even have an iPhone and you're just looking at the video because you just want to watch it. Basically, if you have those, you have more than likely a Lightning connector. Now, the Lightning connector is actually a really good connector because you can actually put it in upside down. You can't put it in backwards because obviously the other side is a regular USB. But either way you put it in, it'll go in, and it's made to be reversible. Some more features on it. You have your iris scanner. You have your fingerprint scanner. You have the accelerometer. You have the gyrometer. You have the proximity compass. You have the compass. You have the barometer. You have the heart rate. And I don't know what SpO2 is, but you have that too. Also supports SMS, MMS, email, push mail, and instant messenger in your browsers and HTML5. Does not support Java, but it has fast battery charging, QI wireless charging, ANT plus support, S-voice natural language commands, and dictation. Supports MP4, MP3, has the photo and video editor, and it has a document editor. Now, the battery is a non-removable 3.5 milliamp hour, 3,500 milliamp hour battery. And the colors that it comes in is blue coral, gold platinum, silver titanium, or black onyx. Now, the gold platinum, in my assumption, is going to be only overseas. I do not think that they're releasing the gold platinum here in the States. I don't know why. I haven't seen any, but hey, I could be wrong, but this is just my assumption. It also is marked in the price group of 9 out of 10. And let's see, you have your benchmarks. Your base marks for your OS 2 is 2.0 at your OS 2 2.0 is at 2676, and your base mark X is at 32648. Now, I don't know what that means either, but hey, some of you might know. Your loudspeaker voice will be at 69 decibels. The noise will also be at 69 decibels, and your ringtone is at 72 decibels. The audio quality for noise is negative 92.8 decibels, and your crosstalk is negative 92.9 decibels. And the battery life, the endurance rating is 90 hours. So this is the Galaxy Note 7, and I thank you guys so much for watching. And go ahead and get yours today. They are released today, and enjoy, and God bless, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you, God bless, and have a wonderful day.